Good morning. It's Rita. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, yes. Hello. I'm back. I hope I can see the chat. I don't know. Um, there's only a few people on, so I'm going to just talk for a few minutes. As you know, this program is recorded live. And oh, hi, Diana, hi, Glenda, hi, Loretta. Good morning. Yeah, I did have a very nice weekend away. But coming back, Loretta, I it's like my brain gets like erased. My brain gets erased. Barbara said that is what my sister said was freezing. Where is it? Hi, Shirley. Yeah, I know. I only posted it this morning. So maybe it's gonna take some people some like, hey, hi everyone. Hi, oh, there's Elizabeth. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Shirley. Yes, Bab says the really important people are here, and that's correct. That's correct. You guys are the really important people. And then, if anybody's watching this, I'm going to say this now. It's kind of like one of those time space continuums. The repeats are always available on YouTube, and they are also on Facebook. So if you can't get us live, you can come and join the party after on YouTube or Facebook. So this morning, yeah, okay, Cheryl. So I told you guys, like, so when I go away, like my brain just like checks out, and then when I come back, everything's brand new. Everything's like brand new. My brain just like totally checks out. But when I'm here, like I'm always thinking, oh, I'll do this day, I'll do this tomorrow, blah blah blah. So there's that. And oh, Sandra's from Maine. I just came from Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, which is up in Maine, not Maine, in New Hampshire, but right next to Maine. Anyway, welcome, Sandra. From Sweden. Yeah, Maine has a lot of really interesting named towns. I think there's Mexico in Maine and all kinds of different things. Oh, you got your mystery box. Oh, nice. Nice. So and there goes that's why I count on you, Loretta, and you guys, because you remind me of things that we talked about last week and I don't yet. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing this Hanukkah card, but it's if you're not somebody that celebrates Hanukkah or you don't know anybody to send this card to, you're still going to learn a lot because I'm going to show you how to take an insert card and or something that's set up as an insert card and turn it into a regular card because there are so many new cards available, but they're not like cards. They're made for the card mat, and I want to show you in case you don't have the card mat, or you are just kind of not interested in the insert cards. I'm going to show you how to convert them into this, and I added an inside piece and a sentiment, and I'm going to show you how to do it so you can learn this skill and then apply it to any card that you want, or any kind of card that you want, and there are a ton of them in Design Space. So let's get started. I said my good morning. So there's my friend Bren. Hi, Bren. Hi, Nancy. And there's Penny Leo. Hi, Penny and Tammy. So let's go back to Cricut Design Space. So I've made this card. I don't think I've made this public. No, I haven't. So this is a good opportunity to show you how to make a card public so that you can add things to the Cricut community. So, there's Design Space, which is free, and there is now a subscription service called Access. and that costs just a little subscription price per month, or you can pay for the year. And then Cricut launched the community. So the community you can get to, if you're in Design Space, go up here to the left, okay, and go to home, okay. And when you go home, you will see, if you scroll to this one here, recent community projects. So this is how you would get into the community. And look at all these lovely, lovely projects that everybody has shared. So this is a way for you to get ideas, and I really love coming here, and I'm glad that they made this available. And so I'm going to just type in Hanukkah and see what happened. Oh, look at all these lovely Hanukkah. Oh, I love this garland. I'm going to save that one. And there's like a spinning Hanukkah, like a dreidel. It looks like a dreidel. And there's just so many. One of the things that I was kind of complaining about when it came time for Hanukkah is that there weren't a lot of projects in there. But now Cricut does have a lot more projects, cards mostly. But I wanted to show you what's available. So I'm here on the home page, and if I type in here at the top, that it's sort of it searches images, it searches projects, profiles, anything in the community. So let me type in Hanukkah, and in that search space, now it will discern. Here it says these are all the images that are available. Okay. Then it shows my projects. Then it shows Cricut projects. And there's a lot of them now. So just so you can see them, this is the Hanukkah. I love this countdown. We're going to make that because it's the 8 nights. And we did a countdown last year, but for Christmas. So I noticed that there were a lot of these Hanukkah cards in here, and I really liked them. But I didn't necessarily want to make an insert card, but I found this one here. That's an insert card. I know that because it has these little these things on the corners, but we're going to change that. So what happens if you click on this? If you click on it, it asks you to make a certain size. So remember when we were talking about card sizes, this is so that you can make this on the card mat. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the R20, which is the A2 size card, which folded is 4.25 by 5.5. And I'm going to choose that just to start with. Okay, so let me choose a different one because I did this one already. So let's choose, I love this one that said shine bright. I think it's here. Okay, so yeah, this one here. This says shine bright. We're going to make a lot of changes to this, but I just want you to find whichever one you want to use. And again, you can, if you're not into Hanukkah or you don't have any friends that celebrate Hanukkah, you can choose I don't care, Kwanzaa or Christmas or what's the other one that they celebrate? Holy, winter solstice. You could choose whatever you want because that's the beauty of creating with Cricut, right? So so I'm going to choose R20. Okay, and then I'm going to hit customize down the bottom. Now, what you'll see that comes up is just a cutout. So it can be a little bit scary because you're like, okay, now what do I do with this? So here it is. Here's the cutout. And I'm just going to make it bigger so you can see. So you'll notice that there's no actual um, paper beneath it. So we're going to build a card underneath this design. Okay. So first thing that we want to do, we're going to make some changes to this. So don't worry about that. But we want to go in and choose a shape, actually a square. So we'll choose a square, and then we'll go to shapes again and choose a score line. because remember, insert cards don't have score lines. Okay, so let's make my favorite size card, which is a 5 by 7 inch card. Although this one here that I made was an A2 size. Remember, R20. So let's do the 5 by 7 because it's big, and you know, if you're making a card, might as well make it big. That's my motto. Anyway, so we're gonna unlock the square up here, and we're going to make 10 inches wide and 7 inches high. Okay, and I'm going to change this to white. So right up here, I go to that color. I'm going to change it to white. Okay. Then I'm going to take my score line, and I've got to make it 7. Let's see. I want to make sure that I select it. I got to make my score line 7 inches tall. So right up here, I'm just going to change that to 7. All right. Now I need to put this score line right in the middle of the card because we want to fold the card, right? So I'm going to select both the card base and the score line, and I'm going to choose align up here again, center. Okay. Once I do that, don't move anything. Select it again if you have to. And then you're going to come down here where there is a paper clip, and we're going to choose attach. Okay. So now we have our card base, and now we can bring this card design. We're going to make sure that it is in the front. Now, the card design has on it these cutouts right here. Okay. And that is, if we don't want to make actually an insert card, what we should do here is we're going to do the contour out of just these 4 little side pieces. So we're going to over here. So you see here we have under this layer, we have 2. We have the writing layer and we have the cutting layer. So you choose the cutting layer. So in this case, it says Shine Bright Card A2. And then we're going to go down to contour. And contour is all the stuff that's cut out. So in this case, I don't want these little bits here. Okay. So I can either on the right hand side scroll down and just eliminate them like this. And then it keeps our actual, see, that's the cutout part. I shouldn't have moved it. But anyway, I did. That's okay. It's okay because you would probably do the same thing. Right now, here's the writing part, and I want to make some changes in the way that this looks. So the traditional colors for Hanukkah are like a royal blue, a light blue, gold. Those are kind of the traditional colors. So I want to change some of this writing to, I'm thinking blue. And then what we'll do is in this part that's cut out, we'll put a base underneath that of gold. Okay. So grab this layer and come up here, right? So make sure it's selected. You see that? It's selected. And then I'm going to go over here to operation under pen. I'm going to choose pen. I'm sorry. Yeah, it says pen. But next to where it says pen, we're going to click on that square. Okay. And this is where you can choose all the different pens. Now, again, this is very interesting point. If you can put any pen you want in there, but if you want to have a visual of what it's going to look like, then you're going to want to choose the color. So I'm going to go to the glitter gel, which is 0.8 millimeters, and I'm going to scroll down and look for blue. By switching it to blue, I know it doesn't look complete here, but by switching it to blue and then putting the part that we're going to cut out over it, just like this. Now I'm going to take this out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and wait. My brain is turned off. Remember, guys, my brain's turned off. So we're going to then attach these layers to the card base. Okay. So we're going to choose attach down here again with the paper clip. Now, what that does is that the words shine bright and these stars are going to be cut out. And then all these other things are going to be used with the pen. Okay. Now, I'm just curious about how this one's going to come out. I don't know. Anyway, what we want to do is create also the inside of the card. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to create something like this, which is gold. I use glitter, but I'll be honest with you, I think you're better off using like a foil paper. This is foil paper that I got from, you know what it's from? AC Moore, which is no longer in business. But you can buy foil paper, or you can use a Cricut sparkle paper, or you can use glitter. Okay, so this one's glitter. I just had a problem with sticking the glitter on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to shapes. I'm going to choose another square, and I'm just going to make this square. I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to make this square about 5 by 7. So we can start with 5 by 7, but we're going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, because it's going to go behind here. So I make it 5 by 7, and then I can just go in here and make sure that that piece is covered up all the way where the cutouts are going to happen. Okay, so that's going to be my gold layer, and I am going to change it to look like gold. So it's going to go behind here in the final end. So we'll send it to the back, and you can't really see it here. I don't know why. You can't really see it here, but with these cutout pieces, it's going to be cut out. Okay. Now, what about the inside? If you're like me, you don't want the insert card to have this inside piece. So I created an inside piece here. I did that really simply by adding, let me just do the same thing again. I'm going to add a shape and a square. I'm going to make this square unlocked. I'm going to make it 10 inches by 7 inches. Now we're going to make it slightly smaller in the end, but those are the numbers that I know. And I want to use like a light blue inside. I also want to go grab a score line and bring that score line over here, make it 7 inches tall. All right. And then I select both of these and I choose align center, and then I can attach it. Okay. I'm going to make it slightly smaller because if you have two of the same cards, like the top layer and the inside layer, it will overlap. So I'm just going to make it like 1/4 inch all around smaller. So we're going to unlock that, and we're going to change that 10 to like 9.75, and then change the 7 to 6.75. Okay. So now we're almost done. But what about a sentiment? There's always these cards, but no sentiment. So let's take to the internet. So here's my internet. And by the way, this is what we're giving away this month. We have one more week of entering this, and if you want to enter, go to the description of the video and you will find that after the live is over. Okay, so it's called the Cricut Maker 3 Everything Bundle, and I'm going to throw in the scoring wheel if it's available, and I'm going to be giving this bundle away every month all the way through 2023. So you're going to have to put your name in once a month. And there is, I made the outside card smaller. You changed the white to make it smaller. Oh, okay, Loretta. Thank you. And thank you also. Changed the wrong one. Sandra and Betsy. I will go back and change that. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm going to the internet and I'm going to Google or whatever, and I'm going to type in Hanukkah card sentiments. All right. So when I type in Hanukkah card sentiments, I get the Hallmark site, and a couple other places as well. So you can look here, what to write in a Hanukkah card. Okay. And here we go. Look at, they've given you all of these. Of course, there's all kinds of ads and everything, but at least this is great. Like, may the festival of lights be a remarkably happy time for you and your loved one. That's beautiful. Or may you find your home full of all the joys of Hanukkah season. Something like that. May your home be full of happiness, your hearts of love, and your smiles of joy this Hanukkah season. Still like this one here. Wishing. Wait, may the festival of lights. Okay, so we'll take this. May the festival of lights. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. If it's going to let me. Come on, I want to select it. For some reason, it's not allowing me. It's not allowing me to select it. So we're going to go back because I want to be able to select the message. So we'll look at Shalom Bestie. Oh, how about this? May the light of Hanukkah. Now they have it in a different they have a different spelling, but anyway, I'm going to select this and I'm going to hit Command Copy. And I'm working on a Mac. So whatever you do to copy it, then I'm going to come back to my Cricut design space. And by the way, Rita, you changed this the wrong thing. So let me fix that. 9.75, 6.75. And I will also change this one back to 10 by 7. Thank you for picking up on that. I told you my brain just like blip. It's a blip. All right. So here's our the inside card. It's smaller by a quarter of an inch all around. Okay. And then what we're going to do is hit text. Now, I already was working with text. So I have selected Alyssa stencil script. Okay. But I'm going to change it to something else. I'll just change it to this so that you can see how to change it. Extra bold. Let's choose this one. And let's just make it a regular cut. So here's the text. And then I'm going to select the word text and I'm going to Command V. And there is my my saying. Now I don't want the what do you call these? The the points. All right. All right. So let's do this. We're going to start to see it all together. We would like to. Why is it not working? This is just not working. Nothing's working for me today. We'd like to wish you. All right, here we go. May the light of the Hanukkah bring you lots of happiness, bring lots of happiness to you. Hope to see you soon. Now, I don't want all of this text and I don't want it to be we because I'm sending it out. So I'm going to say, how about wishing you here we go. Wishing you a Shag, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, a Shag Hanukkah Samiek, Samiak. I don't know. I'm probably messing that up. May the light of the Hanukkah No, I think we'll just change that. May the light of Hanukkah bring lots of happiness to you and hope to see you soon. Let's just take that out because I don't really like that. All right. So now there is the sentiment that I want to use. Okay. But I need to format it to a pen because I want to use a pen inside. Okay. So I'm going to go back up to font And I'm going to filter over here, and I'm just going to choose a writing style. So this is the one that I used, Alyssa Stencil Script. Okay, so that's the one I used. But even though I used it, it's going to come in as a cut font. So I have to change this. I want the W to be capitalized. So wishing you a shock. I'm pronouncing it wrong. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, it's not on purpose. I just don't know how to say it. Okay. And may the light of Hanukkah. All right. So a capital H bring lots of happiness to you. So that it's starting to look like I want it to look, but now I have to come up to operation and change this to a pen. And then I'm also going to change the style to writing. Okay. And then what I can do is I can just reformat this. I can unlock it and sort of just make it smaller. So it's going to fit on the card better. Okay. So I'll make it a little bit bigger like this. What do you think? I think that looks pretty cool. And once you have the thing that you want it to be, and again, you can go to the pen and choose, I think I chose glitter gel blue for mine. And then I'm going to select this all and I'm going to do attach. Okay. So here's my second Hanukkah card. I will make it public. But I'm going to save it first. Save as Shine Bright. Let's call it Shine Bright Hanukkah card. Oops. Hanukkah card. Okay. And then I'm going to save it in my collection of cards and whatever else I wanted to. I don't actually have a Hanukkah collection, but I might want to start one, which if I did, I would choose this new collection and I would type in Hanukkah. Hanukkah. Okay. So I'm going to hit create and I'm going to save it. Once I've saved it, to make it public, we're going to go up here where the name is, which I've saved. And here it is, make public in Design Space. So you just toggle this like this. I have to agree to the terms of use and privacy policy. And then I hit OK. Once I hit OK, I get a confetti shower. And then if I want to add to the project details, such as a photo, I would put a photo in here, a description. I have a description that I always use, and then tags. So to put the tags, I'm going to put in card. I'm going to also see if they have the Hanukkah tag. Yes, they do. Hanukkah. Okay. So we're going to save it. And now if you check my Miss Rita to the Rescue Cricut community profile, which we'll click on this. And they changed it a little bit because it's like, what? Right in my face. So you will see it right here. Shine Bright community card. Now, while I'm here on this, I want to just show you about my profile. So if you look over here, this says the followers that I have and the people that I'm following. And then there's these 3 dots. So what I want you to do for practice is I want you to share your 3 that go to 3 dots and choose share. When I do that, it comes up with a link. I can either copy the link, which is, you can do that if you want to do that, or you can choose Facebook. I always choose copy the link, or you can choose Pinterest. So I do copy the link. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Facebook. So here's my Facebook. And I'm going to go to my home page or whatever, what is my profile on Facebook. So I want you to try this, all right, you guys? And then I'm going to hit Command V, and there is my profile. I'm going to post it. And now anybody that goes to my Rita page, my like personal page, they can see this is my profile. Okay. And here I am. I'm actually live on my page. All right. So let's go back to Design Space. And here we go. So there, let's go back to Design Space. Another thing that you wanted to press on is followers or following. So I always show my followers because I follow everybody back. So I want to say hello to all these new people that are following me. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Patricia and Amber and Shakita. What a pretty name. Magali, Lovey. This might be my friend Lovey. Lovey Darling is her name. I don't know anybody else that has the name Lovey, but maybe I might be wrong. Tina, Denise, Mona, Annie, Tracy, Rebecca, Cindy. Oh, look at this one. Joyfully Made. This is, I think it's Charlene, Hannah, Mary, Maricela, Martina, Ivy, Kimberly, and Denise. So I'm now following you all. And that's important because once I do that once a week, we choose a winner, and that winner wins a Cricut Cutie and a bunch of other great stuff. So we choose that winner on Fridays. We chose the one last week on Thursday. And by the way, I haven't heard from her yet, so I'm going to mention her name. Her name is Kelly Klein with a C. Kelly Klein, Cline. So if you are Kelly Klein, or if I ever call your name, then you have to send me an email to Miss Rita to the rescue at gmail.com. So here's my canvas. So let's go ahead and cut this out. Okay. So I might actually, what I want to do is make this a little smaller and change it. All right. So let's see. I want to just change it a little bit smaller. And then I will attach it. All right. Now we're ready to cut out our card. Now, obviously, this is a lot more than using the 2x2 card mat. But if you don't have a 2x2 card mat, or you want to make the cards a little bit more detailed, a little more professional looking, this is the kind of thing you do. Okay. So then when you hit make it, you should have 3 mats. So this is my gold mat, and here is my top layer, and here's my bottom layer. So I'm going to hit continue, and let's start from the very top. And we're going to choose cardstock, medium cardstock, which if you go to browse all materials, you'll see cardstock. Okay. So I'm choosing medium cardstock, which is an 80-pound weight. And I'm actually using Cricut cardstock today. And let's see, I got my papers ready. I got white, and I've got blue. And then I also have some foil gold. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use my card scorer. This is my scoring stylus. I'm not going to use my scoring wheel for this. And you can, if you win the Maker 3, you'll be able to use this as well. But you do need to change this from edit tools, from the scoring wheel to the scoring stylus. Okay. So there it is. And now what I'm going to do is get myself a mat and put my Cricut cardstock on the mat. Now I'm going to bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing here. So this is Cricut cardstock. And one of the things about Cricut cardstock, which I like, is it has a textured part and it has this sort of smoother part, so you can put it on either way. And so I'm going to actually put it with the smooth side facing up, and then here you go. put it on your mat. And now let's go over here. I'm going to put this into my machine. And remember, when you're doing anything, any kind of multiple non-basic cut, so we're doing actually the scoring stylus and the glitter gel pen. So we're going to first put the stylus in. That goes in clamp A. All right. And then I'm going to hit this blinking light. And actually, I'm going to use the gold pen on the front, I believe. So this one I did earlier. I used both the gold pen and the glitter gel pen. But we're going to use the gold pen. Yep, Santo's here to walk the dog. Okay, once it's done with the scoring, he always stands outside in the corner. All right, when it's done with the scoring, I'm going to put in a metallic marker. All right, you guys, stop. And I'm going to hit go. And it's going to do the writing. So remember that order. It goes scoring, writing, and then cutting. I know it seems a little backward in your brain, or at least it did to me. But once I remembered that, I was able to get all the scoring done. I think I can use this piece of foil that I had for that middle piece. So this is the time when it's cutting out that I remind you that it would be great if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am doing a giveaway every month so that I can reach 25,000 subscribers. To me, I just like that number, 25,000, and so I'm doing these giveaways so that I can get. So if you're already following me on YouTube, here's what you would do. If you want to put your name in, all you have to do is share something from my YouTube and ask your friends, hey, this is my friend Rita, and I come to her chat every morning at 9 o'clock. Would you be a dear and follow her? That's all you have to do. Be a dear and follow her, and hopefully we can get to our 25,000 by the end of the year. So there's a lot of writing on this one. But that's, I guess I should have put the blue. I don't know. I used the gold. I should have used the blue. But, oh well. It's going to look good anyway. So there's the card. Happy Hanukkah. This is a different card. And there's the inside that I put, may your Hanukkah be filled with unexpected blessings. Okay. Now this size card is called an A2 size, but in Cricut speak, this would be an R20. What that means is it's when it's opened up, it is 10 inches across, and I'm sorry. When it's opened up, it's 8.5 inches across, and then down is 5.5 inches. Okay. So, and then you fold it, and that makes an A2 card. So a lot of people like that size card. I happen to like 5x7. So that's what I usually make, and I buy my envelopes for that. He did, Loretta. Loretta's saying that her husband made a glue gun holder. You showed him a picture from Amazon, and he made it. You are spoiled. You know what I got when I was up in New Hampshire? A couple of things. One is I was in a gift shop up there. There are very few places to shop up there, but this was one of them. Look at this card. It is quilled. So a quilling is like the rolled flowers. We're going to open this up. So it's a quilt card. I don't even know how much it was. I think it was $10, but I don't intend to send it. I want to frame it. So look, the cardinal and the flowers are quilled, and they're very, very, look, it's like a 1/8 inch paper, and even a few of the leaves, and then you put it on this background on this card. Isn't that gorgeous? I also got this one, which was even smaller. That is an iris. But look at how tiny that is. Amazing. The other thing I did before I left was I asked my friend Austin to cut some wood slices for me, because I wanted to do wood slice ornaments, and he was able to cut from a birch tree a bunch of wood slices that I'm going to paint and put designs on, and we'll do that in a future show. But it's straight from New Hampshire wood, because I didn't want to buy it online. I wanted to see if they could cut some for me, and he went right out to the wood pile and cut out those slices. So that was pretty cool. All right, so the top of our card is done. You take that out and have a look, and then I'm going to put the next thing on, which is this foil layer, and I am going to make sure I remember that material setting. So I'm going to put this in. This doesn't require any writing on it. And then we'll do the inside of the card with this glitter gel pen. So this is a new pen to Cricut. These are glitter gel pens. They're 0.8 millimeter. This is blue. So we're going to put that in on this layer. So there's 3 layers for this card. There's the outside layer, the inside layer, and then sandwiched in between is this layer, which is foil. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this out and put this one in. Now this one also has a score line, which I have to make sure that I switch to a scoring stylus on my screen, and then I'm going to pop in the scoring stylus. Pop it in until you hear the click and hit the go button. It's going to do the scoring first, then the writing. And so as soon as it finishes the scoring, it's going to stop and say, enter the pen, which I'm going to do. Take out the stylus, put in the pen, hit go. And while we're doing that, while that's going, I'm going to bring you down to my space. All right. Okay. So this is the one we just cut. Let's take that off the mat. Now you could have used 8.5 by 11 here and avoided a lot of this weight, but Cricut doesn't make 8.5 by 11, so I chose to use the 12 by 12. Also, with the smaller card that I made just before I came on, I made it smaller, remember, A2, and I was able to get 2 of those on one mat. So here is this one we're doing, and let's do this one. Okay. So we'll wait for that to be finished. This is so easy peasy. So we're just going to take the cutout wherever that might be. And it's supposed to be here. Oh, it's on the ground. Is it? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. You guys. I don't think I should ever leave again. All right. Oh, here it is. Duh. Okay, here it is. So we are going to fold at the score line, just like this, and you can do this. All right, and then if this were an insert card, it would have those little inserts in there, but instead I'm going to glue my foil piece to the back. Let me get my glue, and we're going to just put a little bit of glue if this comes out. Oh, let me do this one. Didn't have a pin on it, so it probably get dry. All right, I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue on these letters so that they get pasted down, glued down, and they don't lift. That's the one thing about an insert card that you really kind of don't have a lot of control over, but when you do it this way, you can put the glue. Okay. Hi guys, how was your walk? Oh, they need treats. They had a late walk. Sandro did all the driving for our trip, so that was a long drive for him. So I'm going to put this right here. Try to use less. So here you go. I have a little bit of glue that kind of snuck its way to the front. I'm going to use my weeding tool just to kind of pick it up a little bit. But it will also dry, but I'm just kind of fastidious about it. So then here is the inside piece. Fold it. Get a nice crisp edge on it. All right. Take the inside of the card, and I'm going to use my double stick tape for this. There we go. I put it like a barn door. I don't know why. I just do it that way. So there's my double stick tape. And I'm going to grab my weeding tool and take off the backing. There we go. So, yep, we went up, we saw deer, and we saw turkeys, and we saw this adorable little partridge that my sister says is always there. And what else did we see? I said turkey, right? And we did not see any moose. And up where my sister lives, they call it Moose Alley. Moose Alley. And they're very strict about the hunting rules, which for me, I'm like, yay. So my nephew, Joey, he's under 16. So under 16, you can hunt with somebody else that has a hunting license. And his friend Jacob does, because he's actually older. So he goes out with Jacob and they go hunting. Now, apparently he's caught a deer in the past, but he hasn't caught his deer this year. I don't know. Then they bring it and they have it processed by a butcher. So they don't have to do all that crap. So anyway, so there is our finished A2 size card. Isn't that adorable? And I hear the cutting coming up on our larger card. So let's go to the Cricut and grab that. Remember to recap your pens. All right, and there's our writing. I try not to touch the writing when it first gets off of the machine because it can sometimes smear. Okay. So it's the same thing with this card, just bigger. So we fold it like this. And we take our scraper and make it nice and crisp. Okay. And then this one here, same thing. I'm going to fold it like that. And we're going to do the same thing. So we open it up, make sure all your little cutouts are cut out. If you need to use your weeding tool, you can. Oh, I'm glad you like it. But I didn't design it. All I did was like take the design and turned it into a card. Why do I have trouble with that one? I don't understand it. Okay, here we go. Too much glue, Rita. But you see, if this were an insert card, I'd have to worry about all these little pieces sticking up, which is why, you know, you might choose a different insert, like to switch it, to convert it basically. So that was today's lesson. So there are like 1,400. That's what I heard. There's like 1,400 of these cards, not just Hanukkah, but other things that we should be looking at when we're looking for cards, right? But let me take our gold piece. We'll go back and we'll have a look, okay? So put this on here. Try not to move it because the glue will come squishing out. And then we'll put here the double stick tape. So later on the week, we're going to do the pie banner that we the one that shows pie. We're going to do a shaker card that can either be for Hanukkah or just like a winter greeting. We're going to do that shaker card, and we're going to make our own confetti to go inside of the shaker card, which should be fun. What else? So you'll need some glitter when we do that. What else were we planning on doing? Oh, I have a bunch of Thanksgiving insert cards. So I want to show you, if you want to cut it out as an insert card, I want to show you how you would group those together. And we're going to do that. I'm trying to think what else we were going to do this week. My brain has stopped working. I feel like a computer that's been erased a little bit. All right. So if I were going to do this card again, I think I would use the blue, but it still looks pretty. So it says shine bright. And then it says wishing you, I'm going to have to say this again. Shag Hanukkah. Maybe it's Hanukkah. Maybe it's Hag Hanukkah Sameach. They're going to at least appreciate that I tried. I looked it up. May the light of Hanukkah bring lots of happiness to you. Doesn't that look nice? So there are our two cards. This one here, see how it's smaller? Use the blue pen and glitter. May your Hanukkah be filled with unexpected blessings. And then here's the 5x7 one. So let's just finish up by going back to Design Space. I need to be rebooted, Cheryl. I'm telling you. All right. So we're going to make sure we save. Always remember to save your card. And then I'm going to hit new. And then I'm going to go to projects. And that's all here on the left-hand side. And if I type in Thanksgiving card or just Thanksgiving, right? See all of these here? These are all insert cards, but I like insert cards. They're fast and easy to go, and they work great on the Joy. But for me, I like a 5x7 inch card. So we're gonna do both with the Thanksgiving, and then you just choose it. It does not say insert on the card. Okay, it just says card. So you have to be the person that finds out, okay, I want to do this Thanksgiving wishes card. So I would click on this. I would choose a finished size. I'm going to choose R20, and then I would hit customize. And that's where we'd start creating the card around that graphic. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. You appreciate me trying, right? Because that's all, that's we can't celebrate everything, but we have to appreciate that other people celebrate different holidays than we do. So there you go. So this is the Thanksgiving card, and I could use the 2x2 card mat just like this, or I could choose to turn it into a full card like this just by doing what I showed you. So if you're new and you're like, what is she talking about? This is how you would switch from an insert card, because see, an insert card, it just has the writing and the cutting on there. It doesn't have a background. A lot of people are getting confused by this. That's why I thought that we would do it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, John. I'm contouring out the corners and make a real card. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm sorry my brain is a little bit weird, and so it will get better through the day. My sister cleaned my house so well that I was just like, oh, it didn't even fit my house anymore. She said, because I have corgis. I have two corgis, and they shed unbelievable. The corgis are the best. I love them, but they shed so much, so much. And she hates hair. She sent me a text while I was in New Hampshire. She goes, your dogs might be bald by the time you get home. She's like trying to vacuum the dog itself. It was hilarious. Anyway, so this week we're going to be working on some projects. I just have to remember what they are, and I'm not doing it right now. So there you go. Thank you, everybody, for coming today, and I will see you again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Did I get your email for the Christmas banner? I have to check, Diana. I will check. You sent an email for the Christmas banner? All right, I'll check. And remember, if you need to get in touch with me, you can email me at missritatotherescue@gmail.com. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the day. I hope you enjoy the day. I hope you try out these cards. Hi, Kathy. You have a good day too. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.